Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doris. Here we go. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate the sub. 10 whole months. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I guess it was near the beginning of February, wasn't it? Huh. Wild. Oh, everyone in my chat is amazing. Love you all. Alright. So I do have to run ads again, unfortunately. But once that has happened, everything should be alright. We should be able to get on going. We're in the final year of the game. I am so hyped for this. Yeah. Let's go through ads and find out all the cool stuff. What I will do actually is just set up words on stream, because stream's already been here. We know this. It's this one. There we go. Alright, I'll be back in 3 minutes for us to get through this. Right. We'll end this. And now... Oh no. Okay. Okay. Please work. When I am mysteriously not here, why is this? Oh. You would think I would remember to open up the VTubing software, wouldn't you? There we go. Now I'm here. Now point out, you little dog boy. He is now on the screen. I'm glad she's not so alone now. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my computer. It just decided, nope. Like Alt Control Delete wouldn't work. No clue what was happening. Now, I cannot remember where I saved last. Just before talking to her. Alright, cool. You've played this game, haven't you, Spock? You have not. Okay, cool. Massive endgame spoilers warning. And I still don't know what to do. I try not to be too much. You know what? That is fair. I appreciate you being here anyway. Right, so the last time we told her what had happened, so we have to tell someone, and then when everything went down, we were stuck on is this even worth trying? Oh, I guess we actually hadn't got that bit. It was, do we tell someone or not? Ah, well, I guess I picked the decision. Osmo's face, there's no way they'll believe us. Trust me, Alum has a stronghold. Oh, no, it was do if you don't have proof, is it worth? Right. Next council meeting is stand up and declare that you know the truth. Lum has summoned 1,000 colony ships to take over Victoria. You heard it yourself. Okay, so we're just gonna quickly reload. We tell her. I don't think we can do anything. She slumps back against the couch. I hate that you're right. It's gonna be impossible to convince 1,000 ships to just turn around. We can't even manage to govern ourselves. How are we gonna stand against them? If I was governor, this wouldn't have happened. Right, cool. So at least I'm not thinking I am pretty insane. I'm gonna put this back to being a bit more androgynous. Hang on a second. Maybe I'm seeing things. Yeah, I am. It's alright. What do now? What do we do now? I guess try and get these up a bit more. Assist the governor. Administration. Right, the goal is 45, automatically have 7. Sweet. Okay, is this the best? Oh, wrong one. Brain was going to that. Alright, okay. No, 60. Bang. But my persuasion is nearly at the very top. Going in for another big perk. I definitely spoke to everybody. I'm gonna go do administration again. Basically the exact same thing. Oh. That's super goal. We hit super goal. Okay. Oh wow, okay. So far off. New perk. Social boosts. Now let's talk to Mars. By Mars frowning over a textbook on a hollow. She flips through the pages with growing disgust until finally she gestures angrily to dismiss the screen and drags her hands to her face. Ah, people totally suck. You slide into the seat next to Mars, she sighs. Told my dads about my plan to get the adults to adopt kudos as a way to encourage the arts, and they got really weird about it. But they think it's a good idea, but then they told me I should read up on Earth's history. So I did. You know what I found out? People suck. The whole reason we left Earth was because trading money for stuff was a bad idea. It made a few people rich and everyone poor, and it destroyed the entire culture, and everyone fought and killed each other over it. By the time my parents left Earth, almost everybody worked super hard and was super poor, while like 100 people who barely worked at all and owned private spacecraft. It's so dumb. This colony is closest humans have come to income quality in thousands of years, but we don't have any passion. The Earth's history is full of people with passion who end up turning into supervillains while everyone else starves. Is that all we're capable of, really? A passionate person, is being a despot all I'm capable of? You're gonna have to work at it. Mars nods with conviction. You're right, Candice. I'm glad I can always count on you to remind me to be better. There has to be a middle ground between audacity and equality. I don't want to have everything or everyone has nothing. But yes, obviously, I want to colonize this stupid rock. I want massive cities and glass skyscrapers and flying cars. I want to not have to fight off aliens every year. I want to pave all over these sludgy pollen trees and kill the stupid bugs. I want air conditioning. I just want everyone to have everything, even the stuff that the adults don't think matter. We can't live like animals just because of the boogeymen of our past. Okay, questions like that make me believe in her. Exactly. As governor, I'm not going to let us fall into the same patterns we did on Earth. We have to take care of each other and master this planet, but we also can't forget what makes life worth living: luxury. What do you think, Candice? Do you think I'm on the right track? I think capitalism is good, actually. No. How do we avoid past mistakes? I mean, I guess I thought we'd already start out equal, people would just be better. You're right, it seems like wishful thinking, doesn't it? Well, at least I have you to bring me back to Earth. I mean, Ventomna. Mars smiles and clasps your shoulder. Thank you, Canis. You always think of things I don't. I really appreciate that about you. Alright, yeah, my passion, inspiration is fully up, creativity is pretty close, bravery, empathy. Alright, let's go to Supply Depot. My bravery at? See, that would be 100% bravery then. What do? Don't need that. That is interesting what that looks like. That's engineering. All those are 100. Empathy, toughness. I don't think there is anything really, unless I want my bravery to be 100%, which actually isn't the worst option, I guess, considering the others. Alright, collectible gear. Again, that's actually really good. I don't know. Maybe that was a bad decision. Shouldn't have bought this stuff. Okay. Now let's, what do we do? I want to know where Rex's like R is. Do I have to like go through this way for it, or? Geophonics maybe? Oh, hang on. There is a bubble fruit here. Yeah, empathy and animals up, I think. You've been working with the bristle slugs this week. There's a whole herd of the slug seal porcupine beasts lumbering through the fields and rubbing against their scratching posts. You can walk right up to them and they don't mind at all. You empty the berry and catching buckets and sort through the berries, picking up the loose stones and planting any that have sprouted. Those ones will grow into bristle slugs too one day. Not wet season, when they're fully bristled and cranky about territory. I will hydrate. Thank you, I appreciate that. The seal slug just sounds like an armless seal, to be honest. But yeah, it's absolutely adorable. You come back from lunch one day to find the door to the pen wide open. Whoops. Must have forgotten to lock it. Good thing Brussels sprouts don't tend to roam. You do a head count. 15, 16, 17. Seems to be short one Brussels slug. Luckily, they aren't very stealthy. There's a glistening slime trail leading towards the ruins of the stratospheric, decorated with tiny clusters of berries. You lock the gate and set off along the trail to find your wayward Brussels slug. You easily find the Brussels slug, skying itself wedged between two panels, scritching back and forth in the most perfect scritching position possible. You laugh and fill your shirt with the berries like a bowl, and then gently nudge it back towards the herd. It's slow going, but eventually everyone's back together again. Good work, Rancher. Oh wow, straight up hit the super goal. And not too bad. But now animals is at 100. And empathy is higher, which is always good. And more friendship with Cal, who is amazing and I love him. Okay, let's see what we can do here, if we can do the thing. Gorilla enters the colony square with his customary bombastic fanfare. Brass band, red carpet, banners with the Hillipause logo snapping in the hot dust breeze. It's a bit much. The governor gets his usual tithe of applause from die-hard soldiers, but it's obvious how tired and fearful everyone has become in the service to his war. You catch Mars's eye, and she nods in solidarity. You planned this for so long now, it's your chance to strike. While everyone is watching, if you can get the entire council to speak against Lum today, maybe the rest of the colony is ready for a change. Anyone is better than Lum, even a teenager. The governor raises his hands for silence, though it's largely necessary. Pioneers of Autumna, we stand here today not shivering or quaking in fear, but our hands around the neck of the plant itself. Before he continue, Mars leaps from a seat and runs to the front of the stage. A ripple of fear goes through the crowd. You remember what happened to Utopia last time. Doesn't have to be like this. You don't have to listen to him. He's just a bully with a gun, like the ones we left behind on Earth. Join the stage with Mars. You put yourself between her and Lum's bodyguard. She flashes you a giddy, grateful smile, turns to the crowd. This man has made you think that the only way to survive is through violence. He is a soldier and not even a good one. Violence only makes small, weak men feel powerful. Turns to the council. He is not powerful. We are powerful. We broke free of Earth. We broke free of war and bigotry and inequality, and we can break free of him too. Please, stand with me, reject Lum, and bring in a new era, a colony led by someone born among the stars. Me, I can lead this colony. What about administrator? No. Governor Mars is the future. The buzz of the crowd is deafening, like a swarm of bugs all chirping together. Some of the council members are nodding, but it isn't unanimous. This is bullshit. 2 children saying they can lead a colony. What's their first order of business? Taco Tuesday? Soy sweets for dinner? Have your stupid vote and let the council decide. The corner of your eye, you see one of his guard with the weapons lowered, just waiting. Some of them look as interested in change and leadership as you are. If you have the council behind you, even Lum supporters in the military would fall in line. You might just win this. Let the council vote. The council stands to deliberate amongst themselves, and one of a person too. Ed Cop. The former governor is unsteady on her feet. She looks at you and Mars and nods. You see her exchanging words with the council. The council deliberate. You and Mars clasp hands and tensely wait for their decision. The council shuffles to the side and deliberates. To your relief, they come to a decision quickly. They must all be unanimous, or the centrists of the colony won't rise against them. After a minute, Instant looks up from the group and shouts, "Someone get that man off the stage." Lum starts to laugh, but stops when he realizes his own bodyguard is coming up to the stage to cart him away. "Wait," he says. His hands are held behind his back and taken off stage. "You can't do this. I'm the governor. I'm the leader of this godforsaken colony." You search for the crowd of any hint of dissent. Soldiers are uneasy, but everyone looks tired and relieved. You can't believe all it took was a few kids to point out the obvious. The council returns to their positions and Instant remains standing. We've decided to award these brave patriots their bravery by accepting the bid for leadership on a trial basis. We are pleased to recognise our new governor, Marzipan. Mars shrieks and jumps up and down, then gives you a big hug. "We did it," she squeals. "We really did it. Thank you, Canis." Mars releases you and waves to the crowd as they cheer her name. She looks overwhelmed, but bursting with happiness. Zeke shuffles forward and directs Mars to place her hand on her chest and repeat after them. Watch the swearing-in ceremony. Mars swears on her honour to act in the best interests of the colony and to uphold the tenets of the Vitona group. Peace, understanding and harmony with the planet and each other, not just for herself but for generations to come after her. It's official now. Glum is old news. You won. Two factors of the colony regard each other carefully. On one side, those who went along with Lum out of fear, either him or a Vitumna, are cautious, unsure of what to do now that the leader has been disposed. On the other, the peaceful fraction can't believe their nightmare is over. Mars sees this and directs Lum's military band to start playing something festive. "I know we've been through a lot, but we've been through worse. Tonight we can just enjoy being together. Let's eat, dance and celebrate." After politicking is over, the crowd adjourns to the feasting tables and eventually the dance floor. The sun sets on a long day, the heat breaks and the party continues well into the night. It said the nightmare is over. That is game language for the worst is yet to come. Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, right, we're about halfway through the year. We do have another glow to go. And considering everything gets a lot worse, I have no idea how it's going to go. After the festivities, Mars gives everyone 2 whole weeks off of much needed rest. Spends the time meeting with every colonist individually and does a lot to endear her to the people who are still hesitant about having a teenager as governor. But yeah, no, I expect there to be like a boss fight at the end or some bullshit like that. Well, is she gonna say anything to me? No. That is a shame. It'd be like a good moment for your parents to say something to you. Let's give him cake. Alright, so Callie's like super close in friendship. Where's my boy? Hugs incoming. I'm gonna give him a flower. No. I have everything I need, for real. This place is great. 3 squares, all the hugs I could ever need. But I'll tell you what, my birthday is in the first month of pollen, and I love cake, if you know how to get one. I'm just gonna give him another hug then. I love him. The cake you give Carl every time, I'm surprised he didn't gain some. Nah, cake don't make you fat. Listen, he has a really good diet. He's constantly doing a lot of physical work. Having cake once every a whole mini cake to himself once every 3 months ain't gonna do that. Uh, um, I'm gonna. Empathy is good. Yeah, let's just do this. Unusual face greets you as you enter the barn. Tangent. Looks terribly out of place here. Crisp, white, clean, along with all the mud and excrement. She is clearly hesitant to take a step further in. Winces when you wheel up to her the wheelbarrow of muck designated for the compost heap. Alice, I've come to see what good work you've done here. Really good work, I can see that. Brussels looks rose from its pen and Tang clears her throat. It's too bad most vegetarian animals are so violent. Not approvingly. If only they could be all tame like this. Anything? You lean your wheelbarrow and wait for Tang. I've come here on behalf of Chief Engineer Instance. We need access to these Brussels slugs. For what? Better not be for any weird experiments. For information, it is for experiments, important ones too, more important than whatever you're doing. We need living veteran creatures to incubate new anti-venom. We need samples. Hair, skin, blood, flesh, eggs, teeth. No, what? No, I'm letting you take the teeth. What's wrong with you? Oh, you can't just breed more? Oh, like you can't just breed more or capture them. The whole planet full of animals here. Canis, come on, if we develop new anti-venom, we have to keep our world safe. We'll even name it after you. I'll have to ask my dad. You tell your dad about Tangent's request, and his face goes carefully blank. Okay, Pumpkin, thank you for telling me. You go on and get back to work. I'll give Chief Engineer Instance a ring and sort it out. You step outside and duck around the corner, straining to hear his conversation. It's one-sided and too muffled to pick out every word, but you can tell he's really angry. Not only does Tangent never come back for her samples, you get the sense that the relationships between your dad and Instance have really soured. Hey, thank you so much for the hydration spark. I need it. There's so much reading in this game. And while I think about it, I need to quickly go do a thing. Think very quickly. There we go. For whatever reason, all the VODs go straight to unpublished. So I have to click publish on them. And considering we just did it was over 6 hours so far on them, I wanted to make sure it was there. Okay, so 41. You know what, I think I'm gonna just leave it as this, because I might get 10 extra then. Give me my 10 extra kudos. Yes, sweet. I got one more friendship with Cal. And now, here's my thoughts. In late dust, oh my god, hey Atham, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for bringing all your lovely viewers to the stream. I love that emote, Yogi. As hey, thank you. I do really appreciate it. Welcome in. I am Canis, the one who tells everyone to hydrate all the time, which if you haven't done yet, please do. I am on the last year of this game, which is I am a teenage exocolonist. Been playing it for quite a while at this point, it feels like, and we only have like a few things left to do, and then we're in the end game, which is very, very exciting. Also, you might have noticed, because there is a thing on the side, I am raising money for Motor Neuron Disease Association, which is a UK-based charity. It's very close to my heart. And if anything, I'd like to just bring attention to the amazing work that they do, and just so people understand what the disease is, and and more about it. There should be in here. It says a bit about it for you to read if you want, and a bit more about the charity itself. Anyway, thank you again, Atham, for raiding in. I really do appreciate it. If you have to raid and run, I appreciate you being here anyway. Need to go do whatever you need to do for self-care stuff after stream. Thank you. Yes, you can post a link. I believe you can. I think you should be able to, because you're VIP. I think you can. Can't remember what I set up. You are incredible, Yogi. Thank you. Yes, just imagine is actually is very, very right. There is some incentives to donate. Thank you, and thank you, Yogi. I'm gonna pin that. Thank you. But yes, there are incentives to donate, mostly art-based, because I'm an artist. Yeah. Thank you, just imagine, for reminding me of that, and thank you, Yogi, for posting the link. I do really appreciate it. We've raised £150 out of 250, and I am ecstatically happy that we've managed to reach that much. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, Rena. I really appreciate it. I'm smiling so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will be doing a much Blitz honest one. Honestly, even a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yes. I will. I was actually gonna message you. I like half wrote the message and then I kind of forgot. I'll put that there. There. But yes, once they are done hibernating, if you want to use up-to-date photos, I will do a sketch of both the turtles. The turtles? Is it Archie and thank you so much, Yogi. Hey, tortoises, there you go. Ah, I remember Archie. Archie's the newest one, right? You've had Henry for quite a while, if I remember correctly. So I've seen some photos of Henry. He is adorable. Yeah, tortoises. That's it. I'll remember. But yes, and everyone who donates, you get entered into a draw to win Steam keys. So, you know, and a chance to win a game, which I think is pretty cool. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. Okay. Oh, where was we? So I have Romance Drax. He is adorable. This is not here anymore. I will do, thank you. Yeah, over the next few days I'm gonna be getting some art done for the people who have donated. I'm actually really excited about it. I've upgraded my art program recently. I use Fire Alpaca. I have done for so many years, and Steam has a version. Look, it's a free open source program, but Steam has, or they've got a new version of it up on Steam, Fire Alpaca SE, and it has a dark mode, which I'm just like, oh my god, my eyes can hurt so much less. I've like, it's the exact same program, but it's got like a bunch more brushes, so I'm very hype to test all those out and to check everything. Yeah, I now have like a list of art to do. It's a win-win, really. Yes. Quick recap. We've just witnessed a revolution. You're now on the first days of being part of the new government of the planet. Am I exaggerating a little? Does it matter? Not at all. Yes, I'm now gonna give him cake. Yo, I finally found out his birthday. I finally found out when his birthday is in the final year. Oh my god. He's that's also awesome. Oh yeah, because technically I shouldn't be able to gift to him. Okay. Yeah, because now he's at 100%. I have like 3 people at 100. This is my first run of this game. I am very proud of myself. You're invited to Cal's house. Cal's house for, as he puts it, a real grown-up party. When you arrive, Auntie Tara gives you a warm hug and shows you inside to where Cal's set up, the living room with twinkling lights and lots of blankets. You sit down at the table across from Cal, and she pours you both a glass of mushroom wine. She leaves the bottle open on the table. You kids can finish off this bottle if you like. It's a good vintage. One of your dad's first brews, Canis. A little on the strong side, she winks. I'll be out late, she says, kissing the top of Cal's head. Follow me if you need anything, and don't you two wait up for me, okay? Wow, she's cool. I really do like her design as well. You're here, get drunk. You're 18, get drunk. I am 19. Cal is 21. Wait, Cal is 21? Huh. Cal smiles at you as you took him to dinner. I'm glad you can come. This isn't really Tammy's scene, and Rex says like zero chill, you know? Besides, you're one of my best friends in the whole colony. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be with. Yo, Cal's strength, 10. Cal puts his fork down and looks at you earnestly. I'm really glad you're my friend, Canis. I'm so proud of everything you've done. Sometimes I think I really love you. As a person, you know? He looks down, suddenly shy. Oh, yes, please do get some sleep, Rena. Thank you. Where is the good tucker motes? Yes, hope you sleep well, and thank you. I know it says we've been live for like 50-ish minutes, but everything kind of broke for a little bit. And we did about 5 hours 45 minutes or so beforehand. But yeah, sorry, I know that's a lot. I'm just really grateful for you. Oh, no. You and Cal share a wonderful dinner and polish off a bottle of wine. Afterwards, you settle into a big pile of blankets to lie back and look at the stars through the big skylight in his living room. And so that's why I think we should domesticate more Unisaur. This makes sense. Cal finishes, and you laugh. He's right. Who doesn't want to ride a unicorn? You deserve a unicorn. You've been laughing a lot. Everything's just so funny and so pretty. The stars look like they're swimming in the big dark ocean, and the little twinkly lights Cal put up look like stars you can touch. You reach out and grab one and come up hilariously short. Cal giggles at you. Cal is warm and cozy against your side. The blankets are soft and everything is wonderful. You're stuck suddenly by the thought that the only thing that would make this better is if you were kissing Cal. What if you shared your first kiss under the moonlight? Hahaha. No, just kidding. Unless... Nah, we're better off as friends. You and Cal are better off as friends. You can tell he's only got eyes for Tammy anyway. You lie down and Cal wiggles his arm under your head. He pulls the blanket over both of you, cocooning you in comfort and warmth. I'm so glad we're friends, Cal mutters. You sound sleepy and you realise your eyes are getting heavy as well. You tip backwards into sleep. All you feel is love. I remember having thoughts like that. To being young and naive. You both sleep deeply. Morning arrives unceremoniously, pouring through the skylight directly onto your face. You grumble as you turn your head away, burrowing into something that's soft and smells sleepy sweet. Oh, it's Cal. Your face is smushed into the soft skin of his armpit. His arm is curled around your shoulders protectively, your legs tangled together under the blankets. Cal shifts under you and blinks his bloodshot eyes open, squinting at the merciless sunlight. Ah, dip, he mumbles, clinging to sleep. It's so much. He laughs as you peel yourself off him, sticky from drool and sweat. Gross, bruh. he says, and you smack him on the shoulder. Long before his mom pokes his head into the living area. Hey kids, ready for some breakfast? She says, chipper. Breakfast sounds incredible. Never been more excited for the prospect of breakfast in your life. You share a breakfast of roasted trippet and eggs with Carl and his mom and her 3 partners. Even though the rest of the colony is in chaos, you feel somehow healed, having taken a light to let yourself bask in their love. Yeah, I remember when Etty was playing it, there was like a little bit where he was talking and he says that his because his mom's polyamorous, as you know, you just saw there. It was just like, not sure if that's for me. So another reason why I didn't want to make a move there. Oh, it's up this way I want to go. Obviously Rex is fine with that. You get someone to report to command to Mars's new office. Oh. You find her reclining in the captain's seat, formerly Governor Alum's chair, idly flipping through notes on her hollow palm. Mars waves away the hollow screen as she leans back to consider you. Dennis. Just the rebel I wanted to see. But first, you're not going to lead a mutiny against me now, are you? Better stay on your toes. She laughs and stands to give you a hug. I would expect nothing less from you, darling. She turns and looks at the windows overlooking the colony. Actually, I called you here because I hadn't had a moment to be myself since Terminalia. The new Lum was a real piece of work, but every day I seem to uncover yet another problem he was just letting fester. The department heads, half of them treat me as an interim governor. Good enough to oust Lum, but not good enough to stick around and do the actual work governing this colony. We'll do what we can in the time that we have. I guess you're right, she sighs. It's the way this colony operates. To survive till the food runs out or the animals finally destroy the colony. To survive till we can vote out Mars. I don't want my time as governor to just be about survival. Yogi, on this run, when I tell you I have done incredible things, Tammy is alive. Conan is alive. My parents are alive. Everyone's somehow alive, except from Kombucha. And this has disappeared. I think I've done really well so far. I feel like this has been a successful first run. Just you to come look out the windows at the bustling of the colony below. I wanted to say thank you for everything you did to get me here, she says seriously. Far below you watch the team gearing up to head out on the expedition. There is construction happening on the next phase of residential units. A group of toddlers, the first children born in Autumna, cross the colony square like a herd of Popeye. Everywhere you see the bustling of thriving, healthy colony. It's all mine now, she says. Instead of sounding boastful, she seems almost scared of the prospect. She takes your hand without turning. She takes your hand without turning to look at you. Her eyes train on her kingdom. I trust you to help me. I need people around me who will believe in me, but will still tell me if I'm making the wrong choice. Kinda wanna flirt with her, not gonna lie, but you can count on me. She squeezes your hand. Thank you, Canis. I'm glad to have you. Friends in high places. You and Mars watch the colony a little longer until Mars's hollow pan buzzes. Well, duty calls. Thank you again for all your help. As she adds, as you excuse yourself. You'll always have a friend in high places. Wait, another one? Now that Mars is governor, maybe have a chance to stop the Earth fleet. Then again, maybe now she's in charge, she'll just accept that they're coming and focus on consolidating power while she can. Mars nods. I know, she says, looking at Lum with a poisonous glare. She kept him around as her social media coordinator, but she probably just wanted to keep him close. I haven't decided what to do about it yet, but I think it's time to make a scene about it. She stalks over to Lum and knocks his hollow pad out of his hands. Hey, so when you were you were going to tell me about your little secret messages back to Earth? Almost looks like it's going to play dumb. But Mars presses. You know, the one where you invited 1,000 colony ships to take over for Tumna. The bridge is going to go completely silent. See, its hands are frozen in the holopad message. Piece of shit. Silent bridge explodes into furious chatter and crosstalk as Mars's words sink in. Mars calls for calm and says what she knows. Lum invited 1,000 ships from Earth to come take over the colonization efforts on Tumna. That they'll be here in 20 years, and if the colony isn't stable by then, they'll kill everything on the planet and start over. The mood is somber. Mars sighs and sits down in the governor's chair, resting her head on her hands. I know we were here first, but I don't know what we can do to stand up to them. Pull them off. Oh, goal is 99. Alright. Alright. Is that alright for right now? That's 22. Okay. So 9, 6. That does not work now because that's not there. Oh, on the third stage, that one needs to stay there. Okay, so 38. Okay, I think that's pretty good for right now. I just need to do 39. I don't think this is going to be too hard. I love him. Alright. So I think I'm gonna... So, okay, so while this was hard, we do have the pieces to be able to at least do that. I want to mess around a little bit with this. Okay. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay. Not sure how that, but yeah, no, I think that's probably nowhere near the best that we could get. Cool. Alright. I can be of assistance. Zeke starts, no eyes, and commands shrivel to them. I was president when the colony's long-range scanners first discovered Autumna, and determined that it could support human life. Scanning through the wormhole is difficult. A ship traveling from Earth must rely on sensor data alone. If sensor data were to be modified, Uranus comments help in finding a way to spoof Autumna's readings, making it look like the planet's core ruptured from a massive earthquake, then superheated and exploded. It's like a giant theatrical stage play told through the spectrogram temperature readouts. From now on, any scans going through the wormhole will show nothing but empty space. To drive it home, sends one last audio message to Earth before the scans go dark. It's all on fire. He screams into the recording, abort mission, save yourselves. Before a perfect performance. At least you can always count on them for a good show. I think we might have stopped Earth from coming here. Well, we've got a few months left, and I think like it's mostly done, at least on this bit. What to do? I don't think I can get Mars's friendship all the way now. Like to max. I mean, I was going up here anyway to see what it's like to assist the governor. You kind of expect Mars to go a little easier on you, seeing as you helped her become governor and all. Unfortunately, she came to see you as the only person she can trust to do a good job, because she saddles you with a lot of work as her assistant. In fact, she likes to make you sweat. Probably helps. Mars kept Lum around as a personal social media manager, so at least there's one job you don't have to do. He's not bad at it, since being charismatic is basically his only skill, and besides, Jeffrey won't let him anywhere near the garrison. Lum treats you like you're still his assistant, but not. He's not your boss anymore. Mars makes sure he knows that. And we're gonna play words on stream again, because it is ad time, and we don't play during ads, so you won't miss out on anything important. welcome back from ads. This is probably going to be the last part of the stream because we are super close from finishing this playthrough, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a second playthrough on stream. It's just a lot of reading. The job mostly consists of managing Mars's packed schedule. She became governor by essentially promising everyone on the council that should listen to their concerns, and her promises are coming home to roost. Ah, it sucks to be popular, Mars sighs, scrolling through her calendar. My schedule overfloweth. You dealeth with it. Yes, my queen. No! God damn it. I thought that was gonna be, Alright. That hardly work. That doesn't solve the problem of how to manage all this scheduling conflicts though. How are we going to wait? Totally an assistant's job. Let me know when you figure it out. You can feel Six staring daggers at you from nearby, disappointed they weren't entrusted with this menial task. Alright, let's just work hard. Alright. Oh, I selected the card to skip gaining it. Oh, I forgot I could do that. You wisely combine several meetings of similar topics, avoiding people who you know will argue with each other. You cancel a few other meetings, starting hollow messages and copying Mars into the thread. Remember to give Mars a few hours midweek for her spa time. If there's one thing Mars has learned from them, it's that image matters. Governor with frizzy hair and dry skin won't be taken seriously. It actually does suck, doesn't it? Just imagine. Okay. Goal is 42. I start with 7. I hit the super goal already. What if? Okay. Oh, it's the same either way. $50. Hey, okay, I'm gonna go with that. Because they literally it's just the kudos at this point. Early wet is Mars's birthday. I'm gonna give some crystal clusters to her. Rex is as Rex always is, fitting around from task to task and not letting stress get to him. It gives you his only way of his approach. Hey, Canis, he calls out. Hardly working or working hard or hardly working? He elbows you in the side, winking. Could use some of the latter myself. Hugs incoming. Aw, yeah, Rex exclaims, wrapping you in a strong bear hug. He even lifts you off the ground a little. It's a good hug. Kind of makes you feel instantly a little more relaxed. I love him. Okay. Actually, I want to have a look at helping in the kitchens. Creativity and empathy, both I do need to get up. So yeah, let's do it. Aunt Anne comes bustling into the kitchens carrying a large crate of special delivery, children. She sets the crate down on the prep table and sticks her hand inside. It's time to do my favourite thing in the kitchen, figure out new ways to cook fresh food. You grew up eating soy rations, tasteless but nutritious. The hydroponics on board the ship never made enough to feed everyone, so fresh food was a luxury. Anne's always excited to try her hand at real cooking. With a flourish, she pulls from the box an alien plant we've never seen before. Pale blue-green, oblong, and about the size of her forearm. It hits the cutting board with an disturbingly meat-like slap and instantly starts oozing slime on the surface. Your father finally cleared his friendly little fruit for human consumption. Doesn't even have a name yet. You could come up with something fitting while you figure out how to use it. You look dubiously at the weird fruit. As you watch it, it glorps out a fresh wave of slime. Aunt catches your disgust, expression, and laughs. I'm sure we can think of something to do with it. Tammy says, clasping her hands in front of her chest. She doesn't look enthusiastic as usual, but she still manages to chirp. It looks really fresh. Try it. Oh my god. That. Are those edible? No, I have to for this art. You bisect the weird fruit. The group seems to come from ducks under its thick skin, not the creamy yellow flesh inside. No, no. Okay. You pop a piece in your mouth. It's kind of sweet, like aloe. Crunchy and gooey at the same time. You give Tammy the thumbs up and she's still pretty scared to touch it. Actually, new things are pretty scary, she says without a trace of embarrassment. Can we just use it for compost? No. We need to eat. Oh, look at him. 8765. So 63, okay. Is that the best? 64 is the best. Oh, damn. Huh. Okay. No, 67. Dang. Yeah, I kind of expected it a little bit, to be honest with you. Alright. Got another yellow fruit. That might come in handy at some point. I kinda wanna go out. I'm gonna save. So this is year 10. Month. Oh, I have not saved for the entire year. Whoops. 11. Let's explore nearby. I say I know there's definitely going to be some things here I can grab. There's a lollipop fruit. Oh. You spent so many days and weeks exploring Some days you feel like you've seen it all, although you haven't gone very far from the colony. You have your favourite places, and you're heading to one of them right now because it's beautiful. Oh wow, a lot less stress. Keep exploring. That was not expected, to be honest. What does the fruit do? +1 changes suit. Okay. Oh, it's all changed. What happened? Well, I guess exploding stuff happened. Yeah, I was mainly coming out here just to try and get some stuff that can be used. Go home. Yes, go home. Spent the month exploring. Bravery, which I think bravery was good. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is that my combat is really low. Do you wanna go on a date? Oh boy, do I. Let's go. Take him for a walk. You ask Rex if he wants to go for a walk, and he laughs, taking your arm. You two head off to the gardens. You walk around a while, getting all the fresh colony gossip from Rex, eventually ending up in a burrow of flowering trees. Rex takes a flower, and he tucks it behind your ear and gives you a crooked smile. This is nice. He murmurs, leaning in to kiss you. I could do this for hours. Same. I love that scene. So empathy and bravery I could get up. What's in here? Medbay. You know what? Let's do the medbay. Gives me empathy. Then comes in with a training injury. Gouge that runs from her knee to her ankle. She hobbles in with a bright smile. This one's gonna kick ass. She crows as you help her against the medbay. The medbeds are curious technology. Combined with genetic modifications made to your body, they can cure diseases and make cells regenerate quickly, repairing even the most mangled limbs. If it's still attached to your body, the medbay can heal it. For them though, a genetic mutation means that instead of regenerating smooth new skin, she gets rough blue scales instead, much stronger than human skin. Then flicks the dials on the control panel and fiddles with the angle of the lamp overhead. Seriously? This thing is more comfortable than my bed. It's worth more than the whole ship too, so don't break it. Instant snaps. Then pulls her hands in with an awkward giggle. You connect the medbay to your hollow arm and see the interface in the diagnostics there. It's a confusing mess of readouts and buttons, and the user manual is ridiculously obtuse. You ask Instance for help, but she just scoffs. I don't have time or the temperament to walk you through it. I learned how to use it myself, and so can you. Just don't break it. I am glad I've had high enough biology for this. Glad her friendship has gone up with her. It's very intuitive. If you have half a brain, you can figure out how the machines there are problems. Sun lamp turns on and the monitor says, please lie still for 2 hours. Nem groans, it's gonna take forever. She complains, stay with me for a while. I end up staying the whole time, keeping them company. Okay. Oh yeah, you're at 7-6. Hey Spark, thank you so much. I will hydrate now. Okay, so let's try and move a few things around. I say that, I do think this is probably the best it's gonna be. Yeah. Sweet. Empathy is up by 4. Okay, I am actually kind of nervous for this now. Because this is glow. I'm gonna give 10 medical roots. Huh, more crystals. Okay, I honestly think I want to go. I don't. I know. Alright, Mickey, yeah. See, I don't think I'll be needing that, but I am gonna do that just in case from a combat. I think. Okay. I think for old time's sake, I kind of want to research xenobotany. The geophonic stones are a comforting beacon of light during glow. Where everyone else is throwing off and setting alien light, the domes are stable, dependable, human. You like spending time in them. Tending to the seedlings that can be transplanted into the fields and pollen. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. Okay. Knowing the attack is coming, as it always does and comes in close, just not. Let me resay that. Knowing the attack is coming, as it always comes in glow, there's nothing to calm your nerves. There's only so long you can handle sheltering in your quarters. If the month draws longer, you find yourself almost compulsively walking the walls. Not when you're not working, scanning the tree line for the first sign of trouble. There you are, when you see them. Dark on dark shapes coming out of the forest, perfectly silent. You watch with the lookouts as more and more figures amass the forest's edge. Minutes pass as the horde pushes into the firebreak, numbering at least just be in the thousands, but animals you've ever seen in one place. The ground is choked with a teetering carpet of smaller creatures darting in among the legs of. Oh no. Please don't let please don't let this be the deuce. No. Forest bends as faceless emerges in the depths, followed by 2 more. I needed high bravery. Okay, cool. The mood on the walls is discouraged. One face has destroyed economy. 2 required an responsible number of explosives to take down. How you're supposed to handle 3. Survival is your only goal. It's what humans, what all living creatures do. The wave of attackers roll over the fire break, crash against the walls. Flying creatures scream overhead, and the sound of flash rifle fire fills the air. Uh-huh. Yeah. You rush towards the garrison to join the squads. You run as you notice the colony defences are mediocre. As you run, you notice the colony seems to be holding its own. Nothing has reached the walls yet, and it seems that the tide of monsters emerging from the trees has slowed. The colony looks evenly matched. The battle's not in the bag, but it's so long as the defensive hold, things look hopeful. You descend from the walls when you're thrown to the ground by You're descending from the walls when you are thrown to the ground by a tremendous rumble. A few meters in front of you, something tunnels towards you through the mud. You get the impression of something long and dark that cuts through the ground like a shark through water. You stumble to your feet, but it cuts off your path, forcing you towards the geoponics outbuilding. Combat challenge hard, or I can avoid it. It's a storage shed, mostly empty besides bales of hay as float cow feed. It's dimly lit, but you think you see another door at the far end. The creature advances, throwing up rocks and chunks of dirt as it tunnels closer. Avoid it. You drive through the doorway, hoping that the tunneling creature couldn't follow. It stops on the threshold and pokes its black snout through the dirt, sniffing. You sniff too. Is that smoke? You look up at the thatched roof and realise the building you're in is on fire. Lovely. Very stressed. Oh, I'm injured. Lovely. The dry thatched roof quickly ignites and rains flaming debris down on your head, filling the room with toxic smoke and ashy heat intense. You can feel it ripping the moisture from your lungs with every breath. You rush to the rear door, but the fire moves so fast you're trapped as a roof beam collapses in front of you. You hear cracking noise, then just pain and a noise like a bell. The world goes dark. Are you fucking kidding me? This is the very first scene, wasn't it? You wake in chaos, a confusing light and heat and smoke and fire. Your head is pounding. It must have hit it and blacked out. Not sure how you got here or what on the tongue is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet and then collapses. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend. Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you. But all you hear is a ringing in your ears. You try to stand, but when your legs fold uselessly beneath you, it won't hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and drags you towards the door. Through it you see deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Glowing eyes, you shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog, like from Earth? Wait, hold on. You remember this from another life. Not a dog, not a monster. It's about to end your life, and probably Nem's too. She tightens her grip on you. Oh my god, what do I do? Because incredibly enough, I can do all 3 options. Oh my dog. Exactly. You prepared for this earlier. Remembered this day for many years. The choking heat, the fire, the dog creature's dead yellow eyes, haunting your dreams. You prepared for it. Specifically installed an armed freeze trap right where you knew the animal would be standing, and when it transformed into a towering horror. As it does, you trigger the detonator. The trap sucks inward, drawing all the heat from its surroundings. The monster's feet are frozen to the door and instantly crystallizes, becoming an ice statue. Nem doesn't stop to wonder how this happened. She gives the statue a solid kick and it shatters into a million fragments. You emerge from the inferno of the shed, burned and concussed, but alive. The enemy smiles. It's good to be alive. Pooh, yeah, it worked. You have your wounds treated in the med bay. Other soldiers there are in much worse shape, but at least the battle's over. It was a long and bitter, resulting yet again in destruction of most of the sawmills and Admiral Land. And the defenders managed to repel the Xenos before damage could be done to the inner colony, or maybe the monsters lost interest before finishing the job. It's as if this planet wants you to suffer, but doesn't intend to finish you off yet, anyway. Yeah, it does not feel like we have won or that we are safe. But for now, you're just happy you survived to live another day. And that day is your birthday. By the time you've recovered, the suns have returned and it's your 20th birthday. You're a fully fledged adult now, although in many ways you already were and have been for a long time. You and your friends step out to greet the new day and start the rest of your life on Autumna. You reach your 20th birthday. I'm a botanist. There's no end of species to discover on Autumna. In your lifetime, you discover over 13,000 different species of flora and fauna, and some of that transcend that distinction too. You name them after your friends. One of the benefits of naming convention that the Autumna group chose for you children is that it's pretty easy to turn them into formal scientific sounding names. Future generations will remember the first Autumna colonists, your names immortalized as flowers, birds, and yes, the occasional worm or two. You welcome to Cal, who's a better boss than he admits. He doesn't mind when you disappear for a month to go tromping out in search of new variation of fungus. What about your lover Rex? Rose from a good boy to a good man. He continues to work hard on the bar, turning it into a place he always dreamed, where people can come and unwind from a long day. Some enjoy some liberations, dancing their butts off and maybe even finding love. He gets the reputation of being a matchmaker. In the small colony there aren't a lot of romantic options, but Rex has an eye for figuring out who would be a good match together. Giving Rex a kiss for luck becomes a tradition among those looking for love. If some people find something a little more temporary than love with Rex, that's their business. Rex has a lot of love to spread around, and so do you. Together you embark on the adventure of dating other people, sometimes at the same time. There's jealousy and hurt feelings sometimes, but your relationship only gets better and better with every heartfelt conversation. Not to mention every extremely shared affair. Rex builds you a custom house, so you both have your own living quarters. It's very salacious. And Rex enjoys being talk of the colony. You don't have any children together, even though Rex contributes to a few of his own. He keeps up good relationships with his co-parents and spends a lot of time with his children in the colony. There's no stigma against single parenthood, and his children grow up loving their great dad, even if he doesn't live with them. You even become begrudgingly accepting accepted being called Rex's special friend Canis in time. Rex always seems abundantly happy with his lot in life, like crashing on Matomno was the best thing that ever happened to him. It's remarkable that the heliopause could have made someone like him, but we're glad it did. He slows down a little as time goes on, mellowing out and becoming more quiet in his self-confidence. He confides in you that his dog genes means will probably mean that his life will be a little shorter than average humans, but he wouldn't trade any minute of it. Your friend Cal grew up, but he never lost his boyish charm. Cal soon raises to the role of chief cultivator. The responsibility of leading the colony is enormous. Cal isn't good with confrontation or pushing people as hard as your mom famously did. On years when drought or pests threaten the food supply, you often see him looking haggard. He deals with a lot of stress and it ages him quickly, but his kind nature means he never takes it out on other people or wants them to worry about him. It's a lot like your dad in that way. Cal and Tammy formalize their relationship after a few years. For the colony, they state their intentions to live together, loving and caring for each other as a family unit. It's a beautiful ceremony. And she is the first of many children they raise together. Together they have a tiny sum of children. That's the only thing tidy about them. The children grow up digging in the dirt, eating bugs, and nearly getting mauled by farm equipment and having a great time being kids. Cal dotes on every one of them and adores his partner Tammy. Cal himself never gives up on trying to convince people to live in harmony with Autumno. Though his family is his source of strength, he struggles with the violence that's necessary for the colony to survive here. In his 50s, he's killed while defending geoponics during an attack. We grieve deeply for him for many years. Chief Engineer Tangent has a nice ring to it. It always seemed like Tangent life was laid out for her. Work hard, discover amazing things, and eventually replace Instance as Chief Engineer. However, after only a year on the council, Tangent surprises everyone by stepping down. At first, she's happily tinkering on her own research, passion projects that she put aside when she was working in the lab under Instance. Things of little interest to the colony. Gradually, though, you notice that something is wrong. The quarters, once so pristine due to lack of use, are jammed full of experiments. She takes her meals in her room and often disappears from the laboratory for days at a time. Any polite questions about her independent research are met with either wild-eyed silence or incomprehensible jumble, the half-formed hypothesis and streams of consciousness. Even Instance finds her bizarre enthusiasm impenetrable. She spends more and more time alone with her experiments. People begin to worry. And then she just stops. Everything. Her experiments languishes. Tangent languishes. As her friend who allowed access to her inner sanctum, her quarters are completely in disarray and reeking of rotten organics. It's where you find her still in bed more often than not. Sometimes she's sleeping, sometimes she just lies there, trapped in a nightmarish, walking state of her hypercharged metabolism. You hold her hand and talk about nothing, slowly discovering her obsession with this is fate. Grief manifests at strange times, often requiring years to fully process. Though Tangent chose to leave the lab, you help her realize that without the structure in her life, she's clearly struggling with having to deal with a lifetime of regret all at once. With grief all at once. She's burnt out, plain and simple. With your help, she manages to recover, but she's haunted for the rest of her life by the unanswered question, what happened to this? Her love life remains fairly private, though she's not as frigid as she always claimed. You hear from the colony gossip that she carries on with a string of casual relationships with many other scientists, mostly women. Just like Instance, Tangent never donates genetic material to the next generation. She pretends not to care when people say it's such a shame that her tremendous intellect won't be passed on, citing that intelligence is just as nurture than nature, but you know the truth. She's terrified to pass on her family's mental illnesses to anyone else. Tangent lives and dies in the shadow of what she almost caused happen on Vitamina. Knowing that she almost killed every living thing on the planet weighs heavy on her for the rest of her days. Unfortunately, even genetic alteration, the human body was not made to withstand long periods without sleep. Intentions, willful negligence, and taking care of herself doesn't help. She develops a heart condition in her early 60s that outpaces the healing capacity of the medbeds and eventually takes her life. God damn, this game. Your parents work hard every day to see their pioneer dreams come true. Feeding the colony is a massive job, but they tackle it together, farming, ranching, analysing native plants, trying to find a way for humanity to thrive on Vitamina. Every year, their work is hindered by the attacks that seem to target Giovanni specifically, but they never give up. The strain ages them prematurely, and your mom dies of a heart attack, too young. Your dad jumps forward another decade before it claims him too. They'll always be with you in the ground you walk, the trees that give you shade, and the cycle of life that sustains you. Your Hopeye companion. Your Hopeye is a good companion, but you're no replacement for its own species. When a herd of Hopeye roam close enough to the colony, you release it back into the wild. A few years later, you're greeted one morning by a whole litter of Hopeye kittens outside your door, and Ichiban, proudly showing off their family. And Ricky grows to the size of a small dog, to the size of a bear, becoming more and more unworldly and more terrifying to small children. Before the council can force you to do anything about your arachnidoptist friend, Etaminim just disappears. You look everywhere in the colony for it, but your answer comes from outside the wall. A new Vickery nursery tree. Soon the colony is host to many curious Vickery pups who call your Etaminim home. The days turn to months, eventually becoming years and decades, and before you know it, you're old. Life is tough but rewarding. Tumblr continues to change you and your loved ones. The attacks continue every year, getting harder and harder to withstand, but not just that. But droughts, earthquakes, disease, storms, pestilence, and more. Some years you worry that the colony and humanity will be wiped off the map for good. But humans are good at surviving. The adversary strengthens your resolve. You mourn your dead, celebrate your births, and keep adapting to whatever the planet throws at you. You wait 30 years, but the fleet from Earth never comes. Your gambit was successful. You'll always keep the secret of the invading forces that never was. And eventually death comes to you, as it does to everyone. In the moment of your death, your brain cells fizzle out one by one and shut down forever. Your vision swarms in your mind's eye. Is that a person? It seems so familiar. You feel like you know them well. Oh, It's you, only ancient. His arms are covered with many data bands, so many lifetimes of knowledge. The ancient you speaks without moving his mouth, not in words, but in something like pictures. Still, you understand. We had a good life, don't you think? But there's so many possibilities, and that was only one of them. Well, I tried. I lived my best life. You've always been a good keeper to your friends and family, haven't we? He says warmly. We're no strangers to death, but it's still good to cheat it every once in a while, isn't it? We have the chance to take another path, to change the way our life turned out. He reaches out a hand. Come with me. Oh wow, you could just scroll through it as much as you wanted. I really do like this. Uh, there's still so many left to go. Some I still haven't found, especially on this. So many cards as well, but I think we knew this. There's way too many. I love Rex's points. Yeah, that makes a bunch of sense that like out of all the red, out of all of the colours, the red one is the least. I did not do much with regards to that. That was scary. Oh, I love these. It's a cool. I love that Cal's there now as well. That that was a wild ride. I'm now curious actually. Let's have a look. Steam is telling me it's taken over 30 hours. Are we surprised really? Damn, that was... That was a lot. He beat my time. I think most people will beat your time, no offense. I might have monologued a little bit in one scene, but I'm pretty sure you monologued there for over an hour. I really love that emote. But... I think that's probably it for now. There's other games I want to play, so I don't know if I'm going to do a second play of this game on stream. There is the temptation of trying to 100% it, not gonna lie. But that was a lot of fun. That was definitely a lot of fun. Um, Now we are going to raid out and uh, it's I need a raid message. I know who we're gonna raid. So we are going to go raid basically the same person as we did yesterday. Yeah, a good friend to the stream. Uh honestly, honestly, you know what? Yeah. Oh no, 100%. Come on, laptop, work with me here. Yeah, no, that's use whatever emotes at the end of it you want to use. Um, yeah, just use whatever emotes you want to use at the end of that. But yeah, we're gonna we're gonna go over and raid Falcon. At this point, everyone here should know Falcon. He is a great friend of the stream. The reason that I even got affiliate, and just like a really cool person who is in raids. Sweet. We're gonna. I have so much water. Just you wait. Oh god damn it. You know what? Uh, okay. Just gonna go raid. But yes. Thank you everyone who has stuck around to watch like any part of this. This game is it's definitely one of my favorites that I've played this year. But damn, this is just yeah. Anyway, thank you to all those who have donated. I really appreciate all your support. We're trying to raise money for this charity and a whole bunch of other stuff I want to say. I'm just too emotional about this game. We're gonna go say hi to Falcon. See you later and hydrate.